ha, ha. Woo! We doing it. We rocking it. Halo, 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 diva. Yeah. Everybody's got that something. Yeah, we're going to do this. Everybody's got that something. Yes, let's do it. Hey, 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 hey. Halo, diva. Yes. I want to say this to all the mothers in the house. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Wait, what is that? Happy Mother's Day. All right, so we're doing this. This is Sunday. This is session number 4. Hello, Shay, Valerie, Nene, Paul. What's going on? All right, so Lakeisha, hello. Happy Mother's Day to all my mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Flowers, 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 flowers. I might give away something today because, what is this? Hold on. All right, it's already gone up. All right, so here we go. We are rolling. We are rolling. All right, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Jante. All right, so we're doing this thing. I hope I tagged Diva Laree. I did. I tagged everybody in Diva Laree. Halo Angel. Halo Asia. Y'all see what the topic is today. Your winning court process. Your winning court process. We're going to go over your winning court process, how to win in court. All right. There's some things that we need to understand about how to win in court. All right. This is Diva. Y'all ready to do this thing? All my mothers, y'all get your flowers and everything. I'm giving you some flowers. I'm saying happy Mother's Day to you. Lamar, hello. All right, so we're going to do this. The other thing we're going over is codes to avoid blocks. So we're going to do that today. We're going to go over the 4-step administrative process. Y'all got to understand, they've been doing this administrative process on y'all the whole time. Y'all wasn't getting it. Y'all was like, they not playing by the rules. But we got to find out what the real rules are. And we're going over your own court. So y'all know the first hour, what we do is we're doing this in UNA America. First hour we're doing in UNA America. And then we're going to skip on over to UNA University for the second 2 hours, hour 2 and hours 3. Where we're going to go in depth. So y'all come on over there because we're going to be going over an actual contract that you guys are going to be able to get. We're going to be going over those actual laws that you all will be able to pull down and whatever. Asia. So let's see here. So we got a lot to go over today. Let's do this. Listen, I hope y'all are having a beautiful Sunday. It is beautiful outside. For some of us, for me anyway, it's beautiful. If it's not beautiful where you are, you need to change your mind. Change your mind. All right, so we're gonna do this thing. We're going over law now. I need to tell y'all, we're about to. We've given away. Last week we gave away a lot, and I want to thank everybody who's been supportive of what we're doing here with UNA. Thank you for your donation. So the second and third hour in UNA University, you're going to give a donation. So go ahead and put your donations through. Do that now so you can be ready to get in there and see the second part of this session because we're going deep. We always do. And thank you, Darac. I hope to see you over there. But we always go deep on that second and third session because we're giving some esoteric information away. But I want y'all to, we're not giving away, everything you get, you got to pay for. You got to pay for everything, meaning you're paying right now. You're paying attention. So we're going to go into the second session and we're giving away a little bit more detailed information. But I want to thank all of you all for your support because you enable us to keep doing a lot of things here with UNA and supporting all of our, our families, our nations that are with us. Because United Nations from America, UNA stands for United Nations from America. That's what UNA stands for. And you all are supporting that. And thank you. You allow us to do a lot of big things. So let's do this. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Lita, hello. Marianne, hello. So we're going to do this. All right, let's get it going. Once again, your winning court process. You are winning in court. All right. So now, I've had a lot of people who have talked to me about how they've been getting blocked when they go to file their documents in court. And I want to go over some of that today, about how to avoid that. Because one of the things that we talked about, and I'm going to get in on this. Let me pull this up. How we are dealing with these people when we're going to file our processes. Now, I need y'all to understand, first of all, why you're getting blocked, okay? And because one of the things we're not really fully understanding in this whole deal, you're not understanding how powerful you are, all right? And I need to make this clear. And my matriarchs, I want to say hello, all of my matriarchs, Hope, Nikki, May, Shay, hello. I want y'all to, if you all are coming into that matriarch group, please, y'all know we put it down in there. So, y'all are getting an understanding of what your powers are. But when we're talking about in this matrix level, what you've got to understand is, that in this dimension, when you're putting things on public record, you are really, you're making laws. You're doing things that they can't do. All right, you have a lot of power. And one of the things that we're going to understand right now, and I'm going to pull some of these notes up, because we need to get an understanding of why we're getting blocked, because we're so powerful. And give me 1 second, because I'm going to go through some of these laws today. So, and in the when we go into the second session, I'm going to really be going through them so that you can specifically know what things need to be said when you go into the county. All right, so let me get on this. I'm going to pull these up real quick. All right, good. There we go. All right, so here we go. Now, I've told you all about the hierarchy of laws. If you don't have the hierarchy of laws, please go and pull them down now. You can go to UNA Republic, unarepublic.com/law, /capital LAW, unarepublic.com /capital LAW. And I want to say to my UNA spirits, hello, please hook me up and put that link up. And to Ashe, who's doing so much behind the scenes, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you and all that you do. So now, go to unarepublic.com /law, and I want y'all to pull that down, because this is an understanding of where you are, how high you stand with respect to who they are. Now, you've got to understand that when you're putting these documents on public record, you are creating laws, all right? When you go and put your treaty, your declaration, and whatever else you're putting on public record, those are laws. They're contracts. Those declarations, those are treaties. The security agreement, the UCC rather, that's a law. And even the security agreement, those are laws, because we're referencing all of our documents into our declaration. You're referencing them into your UCC. They become laws. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm going to pull it up myself, because I need y'all to look at this. I got my rig going today. Y'all see this? Let me zoom in on this. This is the hierarchy of law chart. Okay, this is the hierarchy of law chart. Now, if you don't have this, go and pull it down. One of the things that I need to once again point out, and I'm pointing this out regularly because, look, okay, you're a sovereign right here. All right, you are a sovereign right here. Y'all see that? Sovereign. All right. And so one of the things that you need to understand is they are corporations all the way down here. You talking about the corporation? That's them all the way down here. You all the way up here. Sovereign. Now, what you need to understand is this contract law. When you put this contract law, this stands above their corporation. So when you create your own treaty, which is your declaration, your own constitution, which is your security agreement, and your UCC1, look at where they sit with comparison to the corporation. Here's the corporation right here. Look at where your treaty, your constitution, your federal code, look at where they are. They're above these corporations. So when you want to understand why you're getting blocked, because you're doing things that they can't do. As soon as you put that on public record, you're standing above them. You have created your own nation because you are a nation all by yourself. So why are they blocking? Well, they blocking because they don't want you to have that much power. So in understanding that, what you have to recognize is these are federal agents. When you're talking about the county, they're under federal jurisdiction. Okay, I'm going to flip back on my rig. Let's do it again, rig. Watch this now. Y'all see these federal codes? This is where, let me put it up here. Y'all see these federal codes? All corporations sit under the federal government. All of these corporations, they sit under the federal government. All right. Y'all getting it? All right. So all of the corporations sit under the federal government. All right. What does that mean? Hold on. Because what you got to recognize is that in the fact that they sit under the federal government, you are the federal government. They work for you. All right. Let me flip this back. You are the federal government. They work for you. That's one of the things that you have to recognize in as we're getting more and more into this. When you're going and asking these people to do something, especially the clerk is an elected official. She is elected by the people. See, this is why I need y'all to understand this. Write this down and take notes, all right? This is why we talk about the difference between people and persons. People and person. Okay, a person is a corporation, a dead fictitious entity. That's a person. It's not really a true living being. But the people are the true living beings. And so when we talk about a clerk, these people are elected by the people. That means they work for us. And so in understanding that they work for us, when you go in and you tell them to put something on public record, you are giving an order, and they are to follow that order. And when they don't, they are violating federal codes and regulations. They're violating federal codes and regulations. And that's felonious, a felony, felonious. This is why they don't want you recording when you come into, turn that off. It's the federal, you can't record. Yes, I can. And as a matter of fact, this is my place. And as a matter of fact, every time they open their mouth, they're saying something felonious. And so as soon as you get it on tape, they go to prison. And we're going to, if y'all stay tuned, y'all put your donations in to UNA, they're going to make sure you get in. The Spirit's going to make sure you get in because we're going over every last one of those codes. All right? So if you're violating these codes, then these people, they could go to prison. And the problem is we have not been holding them to task like we're about to do. When we tell you to do something, you are to do it. When I declare something on public record, all right, then you must respect that. And you must do what I ask you to do. So we're going to go through it because these federal codes clearly say it. Now, notice I'm saying codes. They're not laws. Your Constitution, your treaty, which is your declaration and your security agreement, those are laws. When we're talking about federal, these are codes. But I respect the federal codes because once we start to get into these codes, you're going to find a lot of goodies. These codes protect you. And that's one of the things about federal that we're not getting. Again, federal means covenant. Yes, federal means covenant. And a covenant, what's a covenant? It's an agreement. It's a contract with God. So all these people who are calling themselves federal agents, all right, they work for you. They work for you. And so you got to recognize that when you're dealing with them. And I'm not saying to be rude and disrespectful to them, but when we're talking about the clerk, when we're talking about even the coroner, the sheriff, the postmaster, all of these people who are federal, they work for you. And so when you tell them to do something, that's what they're supposed to do. Now, I'm going to go through one. I think I'm going to pull up one. I'm going to pull up one good one so that you can get an understanding of how serious these codes are that these people are not following. And again, the deal is really us. We have not, these are like, it's like when you don't discipline your children, and that's what's been going on. We haven't been disciplining our children and making them behave. One moment. I gotta do some special work here real quick. Maybe not. Let me move this to the side. All right. So now, here we go. If you look up, I'm looking up. All right. Here we go. U.S. Code 18 U.S. Code 2076, and I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on this because oh, good grief. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. 1 second. The rig is acting up. All right. All right. I'm seeing if I can go ahead and run this program. All right. Nope. It's giving me issues. All right, well then I'll tell you what. We'll get to it. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and pull it up now. 18 U.S. Code 2076. So that's what I'm going to pull up in 18 2076. See if I can pull it up from here. All right, here we go. And see if I can highlight it so that you all can get an idea of some of these laws and how these codes help you. Now, this is a federal code. It's not a UCC code, but it's a federal code. And one of the things I need y'all to understand, we're talking about federal codes. Anything federal, we're talking planet-wide, worldwide. These things, I don't care if you're in India or China or Japan, it doesn't matter. These codes, if these people get they got a post office box, or they get mail coming to them from the post office, UPU, then these codes apply. So all these corporations, they have to apply to these. I'm going to blow this up if possible. Let me see if I can do it. All right, and I'm working. We're cooking with Crisco. Here we go. All right, I'm putting the rig on. I'm putting this on the rig. All right, look at this. Whoever, being a clerk of a district court of the United States, willfully refuses or neglects to make or forward any report, certificate, statement, or document as required by law shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. And as far as I'm concerned, you're going to be in prison 1 year and fined. As far as I'm concerned, that's because I said it. That's what my court said. All right? Now, you saw it for yourself. You saw that for yourself. No, I'm not making this up. Diva didn't make it up. That's what it said in the codes. I didn't make it up. All right. That was U.S. I'm going to go back to it. That was U.S. Code 2076. That's a federal code. And once again, that's just telling you. So when we're talking about a court, y'all got to understand, you're the court. You're the court. You. When I went over this the last time. Let me see if okay. because I went over this the last time about what a court is. When you have your documents, again, your declaration, that is a court. When you put that stamp in the upper right-hand corner of your document, and then you turn it over on the back, and you put a stamp in the upper right-hand corner, and it's got your autograph through it, and it's got your thumbprint and the date, you become the judge of that document. You're the judge. You're the court. Y'all got to understand that document itself is a court. When we talk, see, everybody's thinking, they calling us the court. Y'all thinking that's the court. When you go downtown or wherever you go and they calling you to come into court, that is not the real court. I'm great. That's it. I'm ready to flip back on the rig. I need y'all to look at this because I know y'all probably like, damn, she be showing that hierarchy of law chart. That's right. I'm going to show it again. Pay attention to this. I want y'all to understand something. When we're talking about a court, all of them sit right here where it says corporations. All of them sit right here where it says corporations. When you put your document, that's your treaty, you are up here. Look at this. You're a sovereign. And when you put your treaties down, see how high they sit? Now, all of these corporations sit under here, under these federal codes. Why is this important? When you create your court, I just told you your treaty is a court. It sits higher than their corporation. You're a true government up here. They're just a dead, fictitious corporation. Are y'all getting it? I'm going to say it again. Somebody missed it. You're the sovereign right here. You're the sovereign. You put down, we're operating under over contract law. You put your treaty down, which is your declaration. You put your security agreement down, which is your constitution. Even when you put your federal codes down, which is your UCC lien, you standing above their corporation. When you go into their public courts, this is where it is. It's beneath you. This is for dead fictitious entities. When you put your courts down, you standing above them. Are y'all getting this? I'm going to say it 10 more times if I have to, because I want y'all to get this. You're standing above them. All right, let me flip back on the rig. Hello. Y'all getting it? Are y'all getting it? All right. So I'm just trying to let you know that when you take your documents, when you file your documents, you're putting them on public record because you're not asking for permission to them. You're not like, can you please accept that I'm going to change my name? No! You are telling them. You are putting them on notice. Hey, I'm making a name change. I need y'all to, so when you put this on public record, it is respected by all these nations, all these corporations on the planet. And everything is a corporation. I don't care if you're talking about state of whatever, or the country of Paris or Japan. All them, they're corporations. And your documents sit above them. You're a real human being. And these are fictitious, dead entities. They're beneath you. Y'all getting it? All right. So that's what you got to remember when you're putting your documents on public record. And recognizing that when you're telling these people, hey, I need you to put these on public record, that's what they're supposed to do. But they've been blocking. Because when you put these on records, you make laws. So we're going to go over more of these documents because I tell everybody, all of my clients, I make sure, look, you're going to create your own Bible. I told y'all got issues with the Bible, but that's where the laws are. Why is the Bible so powerful that I keep talking about? Because this is where all of the laws come from. Every law that has ever been made, it is a derivative of what's in the Bible. And what these lower laws, when we're talking about the corporations where they codes, and they're not even laws, let me rephrase that. These code statutes and ordinances which sit under your true laws, they are purposely created to take away your God-given rights. So what you got to do, you need to create your own Bible. This is what back in the day they used to carry a Bible with them everywhere because that's where the laws were. Now, when you create your own Bible, once again, what is in your Bible? Your declaration, which is your declaration is your treaty, your constitution, which is your security agreement, and your UCC lien, which is your federal codes. So when you're putting that in your Bible, these are the laws for your vessel, for your nation, right here. These are the laws. All right. I hope you all are getting that. If y'all have any questions, please, Halo, Natasha, if y'all have any questions, please put them down so that I can answer them. Which Bible you read, Diva? I read Diva's Bible. As a matter of fact, yeah, I got a Bible. UNA has a Bible. It's got a set of what we call maxims. All right. It's got a declaration. It's got a constitution. UNA's Bible. That's where I stand under, right there. God's laws in the UNA Bible. That's which one I read from. And you can read from your own, or you can read from the King James, whichever one you want. That's on you. But when you read from it, it stands higher than all of these corporations. All right. Do I have any other questions? Thank you, Shay. All right. Will you cover at some point the actual filling out of those forms? Hey, Earl, I already did that. And it's in the UNA University. When you make your donation, you will have access to those videos. So what do you do if they don't file? The next step would be to... All right, Valerie, we're going to get to it. All right, so now, let's go over... So I've given you that document. All right, so now, Valerie, let me answer your question real quick. One of the things that you can do is if they don't file, or if they don't file them, number one, make sure when you go in there, you need to get a name, you need to get an oath of office, and you need to get a bond. You know what's the name of the insurance or bonding company that they're dealing with. Why? Because they're committing a felony. And again, we need to start holding these people to task. All right. So if they are not filing your documents, those are the things you need to make sure you get. When you go into these places, I tell people to put these documents that we're going to go over in the next segment. I tell them to make sure you put these in your Bible. When you go in there, make sure you have these already typed out so you can show them. And then you want to read them. The same thing I just read, you want to read them out loud. All right. And unfortunately, these people get indignant. You don't want to get indignant with them, but you want to make it clear and make sure you're recording at all times when you're dealing with them. Make sure you're recording. Because again, every time they open their mouth, they're saying something felonious and it can wind them in jail. That's why they don't want you recording in there. So make sure you're recording at all times when you're dealing with these people. Now, if you're having a hard time filing in your county, you can go to another county. You don't have to file in that county. Once again, when you put this on public record with the county, it needs to be respected by every other corporation on the planet. Doesn't matter where you file it. Just get it filed. Get it on public record. Doesn't matter what county you're filing in. Get it on public record. Have you, this comes from MJ, have you ever been escorted by those policies enforcers before? Because that's what happens when you ask them these things. Shake my head. Hey, MJ, yeah, I've been escorted by them public officials. And then this is why I go back with my own public official. It's called a sheriff. MJ. And if you want to act like, excuse me, woosah. Thank you, spirits. You got to remember they work for you. And if you shaking your head because they gonna tell you, then you don't deserve to get your stuff filed. You just go sit in the corner, throw your stuff in the corner, and then wish that somebody else comes up who can get it done for you. You understand, MJ? All right. So that's what you do. You have to stand on your square. And if they are giving you a problem, then you go to another place. But at some point, these people are going to go down. Hear me when I tell you that. Because we cannot keep allowing them they work for us. These are, especially when you're talking about a clerk, she is hired by the people. You are the people. You are the people. So when you tell her to do something, she's supposed to do it. period. And point blank, no questions. You don't ask me who I am. I tell you who I am. Moving on. Let me get into this 4-step administrative process. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you, UNA, for that, putting that link up. Let me see if I have any questions. They blocking because they hating and they fear us. Okay, Thunder. Let's see. Got them on video not filing. Good, Valerie. Let's see who else we have. Shay. Did she hear you? Yeah, they're not. Yes, they are very much in trouble for not filing. And listen, y'all got to understand, a lot of people have been doing some ignorant things. And part of it is that we have not been saying anything. We haven't been standing up for our rights. And that's what we're starting to do. And this is why a lot of people have gone down. This is why a lot of people have had to step down. Now, these people were committing a whole bunch of other stuff that's way deeper than what we're talking about here about not filing. But all of this stuff is going against the people. All of, people who have been feeding off of us. Well, now we're getting ready to start dealing with these people who are just being derelict in their duties. We're going to get them. And so y'all stop, being upset about, they blocking this. We're going to get them. Just find other ways to get it done. First time, get your ass in line, corporation. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Darak. I'm not a mother, but to all the other mothers, happy Mother's Day. Let's see here. Will you cover at some point? All right. Thank you. Let's see. I'm doing a segment on American Indian law addresses this very same issue. There are 3 laws in America: American Indian, Anglo-Saxon, and the Abrahamic religions. Lamar, I don't know what you're saying when you say there are 3 laws in America. American Indian, that's a law? I don't know that. I don't know what you're saying. Perhaps you can expound on that. I donated and didn't get the link for today. Thank you, Tammy. We're going to get you in there. Naja, by the way, thank you, Naja. You can donate at divalyri.com. 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 All right, y'all can donate there so we can get you into that second session. Thank you so much. Will you post the link for donations in the UNA University? If you in the UNA University, you already gave a donation, Zena. But divalyri.com, can you tell us the 3 things we need if they block us again, please? Okay, Scott. If they block you, you're going to do, I want your name. I want your oath of office. And I want the name of the bonding company or the insurance company for this corporation. Get those 3 things. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a bond, so I can go into this, because I need to discuss this 4-step administrative process. When you go into these places, these people, the clerk works for you. She works for the people. You are the people. When you tell her to file something, she is to file it. No question asked. No questions asked. Now, when you get their bond, these people ain't supposed to be working without a bond. All right, they're federal agent. You're not supposed to be working without a bond. And if they are, then that's illegal. They need to get out. All of these oaths of office, they end in "so help me God," because they are making a covenant with God. For what? To protect the people. I want your name. I want your oath of office, and I want to know the name of the insurance company. Why? Because I'm getting ready to put a lien on it. And when I put a lien on your bond, you can't work for no other federal agent unless I take it off. And once these people keep getting a lot of complaints against their bond, against their insurance company, they're going to get dropped. They're going to get dropped. You cannot be not following the orders of the people. When the people tell you to do something, you have to do it. And when you put a lien on their oath, a lien on their bond, can't nobody or their mama's judge, nobody else take that off. It's there. And they can't work. That's why these things are so very serious. All right? And they're not supposed to be blocking you. Let me see if I have any more questions. I need to get into this 4-step administrative process. Has anyone been successful with using A for V? Yes, Doretha, they have. And you need to do your own research, Doretha. And then you would really know that they have. And you would know what the A for V is. See, this is the thing. I need y'all to get this because y'all still trying to follow. And I can't stand that. I can't, because you need to know. You need to know it. You don't. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give a damn if nobody has been successful. Because ain't nobody been successful at a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, or I don't know of them. But I know the law. I know the law. And I'm going to stand on it. So when I say it's going to work, it's going to work. And I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make it work. So I'm not in here, you don't want to be in here like, oh, did this working for it? Do you know the law? If you know the law and what they said, then stand on it and be ready to apply it, whether it worked for somebody or not. Because I'm telling you, if I had waited on somebody, whether or not it worked, I wouldn't be sitting here. I couldn't talk to you. I know the law. Is there a specific amount for donation, Naja? Nope. I want you to think about what you want to get back. Because when you invest, multiply that times 5. That's how much coming back. 5 is just a conservative figure. It'll be more than that. If you decide to go into another county, make sure you change the county name on the document. All right. Can you write a letter to request? Thank you, Shay, by the way. The bond insurance, then plus the oath. Yeah, you can write a letter, or for me, I like to go down there. I like to go down there and stand in their face and be like, where's the oath? Because, see, first of all, here's another thing. What they try to do is they want to get your name and who you are and get your information and what's your email. You don't need to know all that. As the people, when I ask for this, you don't need to know who I am. Give me the information. It's public record. When I ask for your oath of office, that is public record. You're supposed to give me that right then and right there. Write this down. Write this down, y'all, because this is another law they're breaking. When I ask you for that, you are to give it to me right away by law. If I ask you for your oath of office, I'm supposed to have that right away. If not, that's another fine. You're breaking another law. You're not supposed to be asking me, oh, who are you? And no. When I ask you for it by law, you're supposed to give it. I'm the people. You work for me. It's the same thing with cops, which they really are. They're not even true governmental agents. They just private security guards for the state. But the sheriff and all these other people, the clerk, yeah, she works for you. So when you ask her for it, she's supposed to give it to you. Tammy, where will you look for what exactly? I got a question. Let me see who. Logan says, grateful for your expressions off topic a bit here regarding a marriage certificate. Can one undo that without having to go through filing divorce papers and paying for it? All right. Real quick on this, and I need to get on this. I need to get on this 4-step administrative process. When you with your marriage, what's going on is that's being filed with the state, and you have turned over ownership of your marriage and everything that comes from that, because it becomes a business. With the marriage certificate, that's just a business. It's a trust. And so that trust is now filed with the state. If you want to undo it, you have to know law. Because really, again, it's a corporation. You're trying to absolve that corporation. Now, the deal is, I don't know that ever comes off the books. You can take control of it, but it's always going to be there on the books. So what you would do is you would put in a treaty. You would put in your own constitution. You would put in your own federal code and take control of that. Just like the same way you take control of your all capital letter straw man name. Same thing. You're just going to take control of it, and then you're able to pull that out of the system. You got to know the law, and you got to know how to do it. If you don't know how to do that, then yes, you're going to have to pay for it. All right, let me get on this, and then I'm going to as beneficiaries of our estate trust, are we able to forward any bills, charges, or suits to the owner and operators of the trust? From JJH Trust. You gotta go back and look at my A for V. You got to go back and look at my A for V JJH documents, and those are in the UNA, the university. All right, so that's in the university. You'll be able to get that when you donate. And you can look at some of my other videos, and they'll go over that. Is scribe.com a good place for documents? Earl, go and look at them, research them. I give you some of my documents, but yeah, you've got to research them. When you're writing your documents, you can create whatever you want. Remember, these are just templates, but you still have to tailor them to your specific deal. I'm going to go over this 4-step administrative process, and I want y'all to, we're going to go over it in more detail inside of the second and third hour. Hopefully I'll hope to see y'all there. Get your donations in at divalaree.com, divalaree.com. So let me go over this 4-step administrative process and why it's important. All right. Now, remember, you are the court. When you write your documents, this is the court. All right? Court. Like we got 4 corners. It's a game. All right? So you are the one who creates the court. Your private court stands above their public court. Your private court stands above their public court. I'm going to say it again because somebody missed it. Your private court stands above their public court. So with the 4-step process, all right, the administrative process, there's 4 steps, all right. The first step is, y'all take notes. Take notes. And don't forget to join me on Mondays at 8 p.m. prime time, baby, for Divas Court, where we have a little fun, and I'm able to give away some prizes. When we're going over these this law. All right. So now, the first step in the 4-step administrative process is your private process. This is where we call it. I call it a court because that's what it is. It's a contract. And what you're doing is you're putting in orders to whomever it is you're talking to. All right? It's a private contract where you're putting in orders. I need y'all to understand that a ticket given to you by a cop, that is a private process. See, they be telling you, argue in court. Well, the court is right there on the side of the street. When they give you that ticket is a court. It's got a set of orders in it. It's a contract. All right? It's a trust. Y'all, when you sign it especially, you're entering a contract with them. That's the court right there. And so the first, I'm telling you this so that you understand, they've been using the 4-step process on you the whole time. And you didn't get it. All right, so all we're doing is we're doing the same thing that they've been doing to us. We're going to flip the script. We're flipping the script. That's it. So, private process is a private contract that you're sending to them. That's the first one. And now, when we go into the second session, I'm going to show you things that we add in our contracts to make sure that at the end of the process, we can get everything that we're asking for. All right. First step is a private contract. Second step is a notice of fault. This is a private contract. It's another private contract. Notice of fault. All right, that's the second step. Notice of fault, which is a private contract. Third step is a notice of default, which is a private contract. Fourth step is public court. Public court. All right, and the public court is where when you go in, if you've done your administrative process right, when you go into public court, all you want is a declaratory judgment. You just want a declaratory judgment. What does that mean? You're being declared, it is declared publicly that everything that you asked for in step 1, 2, and 3 shall be granted to you. A declaratory judgment. Now, when I get into it with my advanced people, I show them how to create their own court, which is what we've done with UNA. You create your own court. Remember, they got these courts. There's not nary one of these courts that you've been in, unless you've been up all the way to the Supreme Court, that is a true governmental agency. None of these courts are true governmental agencies. They're all private corporations. They're all private corporations. They created a private corporation. You can too. And as a matter of fact, when you create yours will be a true governmental agency rather. Theirs not. Theirs is a private corporation. Yours is a true governmental agency. So I show people how to create their own public court. All right? Once again, going over those steps. All right? Step 1 is your initial contract. It's a private contract. And we normally send these registered mail. Step 2 is another private contract, notice of fault. Notice of fault. Step 3 is another private contract, notice of default. That means, you done went too far. Now you didn't pay attention. Step 4. Public court. This is where we give them the opportunity to show up in public. We give you the opportunity to show up in public and defend how you have violated rights. All right? Anybody have any questions on that? I'm getting ready to close out. I am getting ready to close out, and we're going over into the UNA University. Y'all go ahead and put your donations in divalareed.com, and make sure that you, when you put that in, you sending a screenshot or, in your confirmation code over to UNA, along with this session, which this is session number 4. Session number 4 of the 10-week session. All right, so y'all go ahead and get your put that in so you can get over there. My bro got it from the state Supreme Court with ease, no issues. All right. Thank you, Kenny. Whatever you put out in the universe will come back. That is correct. All right. What can we do? Jeffrey's asking, what can we do who are behind a learning curve? We have a nationalized documents, but have not and do not know how to live through it. Jeffrey, that's why I put up all of a whole list of videos that I put out. One of the things, Jeffrey, I need you to understand. Most of y'all are ignoring the higher laws, which I talk about, universal laws. And I'm going through this because I'm trying to get you where you stand. But y'all need to understand that if you're not respecting the higher laws, if you're not respecting the universal laws, y'all can go through all of these processes in the world, but they're still not going to work for you because you don't have your spiritual energy right. Y'all thinking it's about paperwork. I'm putting it out here for you so that, once you get it, you can come down here and do this. You want to know how to catch up with the curve, Jeffrey? Go and learn those universal laws. When you get those, all this other stuff, it's gonna be so easy to manipulate. It's gonna be ridiculous. All these people banging their head up against the wall because, oh, my process didn't work. I can't get into the court, and I can't get my document filed, and I can't. Know those universal laws. Know the universal laws, and everything must come into order. I'm doing this because y'all keep begging for it. But that, the spiritual energies, you got to get that right. So you want a learning curve, go watch my other videos where I'm talking about these universal laws. Go and watch my other videos. You can get in there and watch the other videos and learn about the laws, the higher laws, and all this other stuff will fall into place. Put it in writing to keep a paper trail. That's right, Shay. All right. If they refuse to give that info, what is your option? You're going to get a name, Earl. You're going to get a name, and you're going to find a name, because you can always look online and get a name. You just really, Earl, when you go in there and they're being ignorant or belligerent and they are not doing what you asked them to do, there's ways to get everything you want. So go online, because the name of the clerk of the county is always going to be online. Look it up and then get it. And then you want to have it on recording that they didn't provide it, because then that's an extra dollar value to the amount that you're charging. Oh, and plus, hey, you didn't give me the information. That's another year in prison. And I want another $10,000 because I asked you for something and you didn't give it. All right? What if they will not give you the name? All right, I just told you. Siraj. Let's see. I'm just seeing if I have any more questions. And thank you, sisters. My UNA matriarchs, my matriarchs 13 and everybody in UNA. Thank y'all for helping me with the questions. Mother's Day, does the money order discharge process work? No, it don't work. Y'all got to do your research. Do you have to be? Why would I be saying? Y'all. Some of y'all. Let me woo-saw up in here. I need to go get some water. Y'all notice I didn't have my water today. That keeps me calm. That's like my beverage, my scissors. Y'all need to come off of your fear and your laziness, because you got to understand, we're not just sitting up. I'm not the only one who's putting this out. A lot of us are trying to give you this information. Why in the Sam Hammage would we be saying it if it doesn't work? Have you actually walked through it? If you walked through it and you're saying it didn't work, then let's talk. And if you have actually done any research, then you would know what the law is. And you wouldn't be sitting there as what did it do it work. You're gonna, damn it, you know what the law is, and you're gonna at least be saying it better work. Because when you do your research, you're gonna go from doesn't work to damn it, this is supposed to work. How do we make it work? Us just sitting up here telling you this, and you coming in here asking me, does it work? Woosah. I'm done. I'm going to go into my next. Y'all put a donation in, and so we can get on to this, and we're going to go over the stuff that really does work. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to get my scissors going over here, my beverage, so I can go into my next session. Yes, it works. And I hope to see y'all in the next session. Diva! Session number 4. We're going to go into some stuff that works. Damn it. Diva, I'm out. Peace. Bye-bye.